Well, hello, beautiful people. Thanks for coming to the channel. Thanks for always being here. Always appreciate it. Is Piers, I was thinking about, is Piers Morgan a villain or a hero? Harry and Meghan paint him as a villain because he calls them out. He exposes their lies. And yet, he protected Princess Diana because she was one of his main sources. So with this court case, is this going to show that Harry is going against his own mother's wishes? Because at the end of the day, Princess Diana did want to use the media to help her out, given all the attacks she was getting. And it's interesting to see how Piers Morgan, at the very end, they were very good friends with Princess Diana. They had lunch and everything. But now, because Harry's and Meghan's behaviors, actions, lies, he exposes them. So when he was doing his job to help Diana, that is okay. But when he's doing his job to expose Harry and Meghan, he's a villain. Is Harry a villain? Is Meghan a villain? Would Piers Morgan have protected them as well had they treated him decently? Because we see that Piers Morgan covered up some of Diana's stories or negative stories, that he helped her out with negative stories. Maybe he would have helped Harry and Meghan had they been decent people as well. The problem is that Princess Diana never wanted to trash her own parents or family compared to Harry and Meghan, and that the things that Harry, especially Meghan, is saying and doing is absolutely horrific against her own family and now her husband's family. So let's dig a little bit into this video. Well, this is where I am right now. So, same beach, just a couple of hours later. The tide has gone down. Cool, huh? Piers Morgan was Princess Diana's hero because he helped her against the negative press that she was getting. And he shut down many reports. He agreed to post only positive pictures about her, positive stories about her. But it wasn't that difficult because Diana was a decent person who was doing good in this world. Whereas with Meghan and Harry are the opposite. Princess Diana was the light and Meghan is the darkness. So I don't understand the comparison. But I wonder if Piers Morgan, if Meghan Markle and Harry had behaved half decently to Piers Morgan as Princess Diana did, would he have been so against them? But the fact is that Harry and Meghan were absolutely blatantly lying and trashing other people, including Piers Morgan. And now they want to vilify him because he's exposing their lies. He's exposing their behaviors and their actions, and they want to claim that he's the one who hacked them because he couldn't have known those stories. Well, now let's not forget that he did that interview with a BBC guy where it actually was Princess Diana who was his direct source. So was Piers Morgan a villain or a hero? Is he a hero? Exposing villains. Are Harry and Meghan the villains? And Princess Diana is now a victim of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's greed. Let's find out. Hello, beautiful people. A lot has been said about Piers Morgan, and a lot has been said by Harry and Meghan about Piers Morgan. Clearly, Harry has a vendetta because he, unlike his mother, Piers Morgan agreed to help her out with the negative press that she was getting. She was being accused of being unstable and all kinds of things because we know it was a nasty divorce. And they were trying to take her down and ruin her reputation, her image, portraying only ugly pictures of her. So she did befriend Piers Morgan. But Meghan at the beginning had befriended Piers Morgan, and then she trashed him. And when Piers Morgan woke up to who she was and started to see what she was doing, Partly she must have been ghosted and angry about it, but also the behavior and her continued attacks and bullying on people, especially when she left Mexico, when Brexit happened. So Harry has a grudge against him, and he's accused him in court that he hacked his mother and he was listening to her voicemails. We know that Piers Morgan did an interview with the BBC guy. I'm not going to play here. You can go guys watch it. Where he's discussing that Princess Diana was his source, and he agreed to help her out, and he did. But because she was a decent person doing good in the world, he was helping her out first because she was beautiful. She was beautiful. She was a lovely angel. And no, I know that she was no angel in many senses, but she had angel in herself because she did want to help proper people. You know, she helped the helpless. She helped people in very hard positions. So there was that good in her that people wanted to be with her. And this is why the entire world to this day, people who I have friends that are like 22, 23 know about her and love her, even though, you know, she's been dead, 25, 26 years. She had what we call in Spanish a type of angel. You know, I'm not saying that she didn't have her flaws. Don't count, she was no angel, no. But she was what we call in Spanish, she had angel. So a lot of people always wanted to help her because she was lovely. There was true good in her. Whereas in Meghan Markle and Harry, it's none. What good could have been in Harry has quickly faded, and evil has taken over. And Meghan Markle, you know, I think her grip on Harry is fading, but it's still there. And I believe that Harry has gone so far now that in his mind, instead of saying, you know what, whoa, I'm going to put back the brakes here, he continues going to his detriment. So yeah, so we have that. So we have Harry now saying that Piers Morgan must have hacked that. He's convinced with no evidence. And my question to you at the beginning was, had Meghan Markle and Harry been decent to Piers Morgan, would he have gone along with their game? I wish I could ask him that. Because I think that part of what he hated the most was how he was treated. Whereas Princess Diana treated him with kindness, and, you know, she knew how to butter his bread. But at the end of the day, is this going to come back to haunt Harry? Because Piers Morgan has shown himself to speak out a lot against Meghan. But not Meghan per se, but her actions. And I can't help but wondering, why is Harry bringing Piers Morgan to this? I did the video yesterday about Chelsea Davy, right? And many of you have said that the reason why he spoke so much about Chelsea Davy is because all of this behavior happened when he was dating Chelsea. But then at the very end of his statement, he said that he was doing this for his wife and himself. But then he should have initiated a court case about his wife being hacked or being hounded by the paparazzi, not about events that happened 20 years ago that are no longer happening as far as we can tell, and without any evidence. So why is Harry going after Piers Morgan so much? Is it at the behest of Meghan Markle? Or is it because Meghan Markle is pissed that Piers Morgan, like many of us YouTubers, but unlike, she can't shut us down. She made Piers Morgan lose his job, but now he's gotten a better one. We know, I can't do it. I mean, this is a very small YouTube channel, and thanks to you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. But she has been able to shut down people like Yankee Wally and others. I mean, it's very hard, the censorship here. This is why I say go to Patreon. I'm going to start doing more videos there, because here it's quite tough. So Meghan Markle is able to shut down people like us, like Yankee Wally, to censor us to a point. But not Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan has too huge of a platform, and he has been proven right in calling her a lying skank. Well, he hasn't used the word skank, but I have. So why is the hatred for Meghan Markle? Is it because Piers Morgan has a big platform and she can't shut him up? Or is it because Harry says that his wife is at risk, when it's Harry and his wife, the ones who keep calling the paps? It is. They're the ones who keep calling the paps. Backgrid, on call, on speed dial. They're the ones who keep putting themselves out in the news. Does Meghan Markle feel that because of Piers Morgan, she hasn't been able to get roles in Hollywood? Is she blaming him for her failure in Hollywood? Do you think that maybe Meghan Markle doesn't stop to think, maybe if I didn't lie so much, I wouldn't have these issues? Maybe had I done my job in England, had I not bullied people, had I not lied, had I not trashed people, had I not made false claims, had I not trashed my own family, maybe when I went to Hollywood, saying that I missed being back home instead of calling everybody racist, maybe she would have been loved in Hollywood, because Hollywood can see right through her. But having somebody like Piers Morgan on Meghan Markle's ass is not a fun thing for her, because she can't shut that platform, and he's also well known in the United States. Is this where Harry is getting all his hatred from? Because Meghan Markle doesn't want to come out and say, because Meghan Markle likes to work behind the scenes. She likes to trash her own family behind the scenes. Look at all the pain she's caused Samantha Markle. Samantha Markle's life has been rightly put in danger, and I hope she wins that lawsuit. But she has endangered people. She has been reckless, endangering other people's lives, because this is what's happened. The level of risk for the royal family it went through the roof when Meghan Markle did that racist accusations, false racist accusations. So, does Meghan Markle think she's going to shut Piers Morgan up? Is this Harry and Meghan Markle's way of trying to shut Piers Morgan down and stop him from talking? Is this what it is? Because I don't see why they're going so much after Piers Morgan. Is that what Meghan is saying? Thinking, if I go and the court says, Piers Morgan, we find you that you printed these stories and you were hacking or whatever, you can't report on Harry and Meghan Markle or ever talk to them or ever talk about them, which I don't see happening. But is that what they're thinking? Because it makes no sense how much Piers Morgan protected Princess Diana, because she was at her core a very decent, lovable person who was doing good in the world. Unlike Meghan Markle, who is an ugly skank who only wants to monetize anything for herself. I'm still bewildered by the fact that they raised over $100,000 for Lily's birthday. We don't know if that kid meets the legal requirements to be in the line of succession. But they managed to still raise $100,000 from their fans. So, what is their gripe? And why, this is a very good question. I wish I could ask Piers Morgan. Why were you thinking of helping Princess Diana, but we're not helping Meghan? I can see why. Because she's a lying skank who trashes people and tried to take down his career. And he woke up to who she was. Because at the beginning, Piers Morgan was giving her a very good press. But not anymore. So Meghan Markle, I have no doubt in my mind, and this is just my opinion, is thinking that it's Piers Morgan's fault that nobody believes her. That she believes that Piers Morgan is the reason why she's not big in Hollywood. That Piers Morgan is the one, putting out this hate speech. But she doesn't want to say it herself. She's using that idiot of her husband. Is Meghan Markle ever going to take accountability for the fact that she's a below average D-lister who is a social psychopath and a narcissist who feels nothing for anybody for herself? I don't think Meghan Markle loves herself either, because what she's doing is destroying herself. So she's either a complete imbecile or she really doesn't like herself, because she's done everything wrong to destroy her own brand. A royal title which should have given her status. Instead, she has absolutely degraded that royal title. They sent a letter thanking for a bicycle. It had that, most of the letter was their titles. Does she need to say those titles over and over and over to convince herself and the rest of the world that she has status, that she's special? Please let me know what you think, because it is a very bewildering thing, and they're going to be destroyed by Piers Morgan. Harry already has destroyed a lot of his mother's, because you see, the world used to think of Princess Diana and her work, her charity work. Now everybody's thinking of the things that he's talking about, and she's been ridiculed about that Todger thing. Please let me know what you think. And thanks for liking the videos, and thanks for the super chats and the PayPal donations. It's very much appreciated for the school. So let me know what you think.